So I'm going to give you an update because, well, it's been a while. RV update number 3. I was going to do the cheeky thing by trying to do RV update dates and stuff, and I might still do that here after I'm done with this, RV day, whatever. But as far as I had some idea that I was going to be doing maybe a once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, an update with an RV. But since the RV has been basically not available, yeah. So here's the deal. So this is what's been going on. So for those of you who are curious, wanting to know, because people keep asking me the same question, Dono, what's up with you in the RV? So here's the short skinny of it. So cabin lights went dim in the RV, okay? And the refrigerator was not automatically switching over from shore power to battery. And it was just skipping over that, going straight to propane. So for those of you who don't know about stuff like this, basically an RV can run on a couple different power sources. One is shore power, which is you plug the RV into some electrical outlet, whatever it is, and then it runs off of that. If it doesn't run off of that, it runs off a generator. Typically, generators run off of an alternative power source. In this case, mine runs off propane. So there's that. Now, the refrigerator can run off both the shore power, the electrical, and the generator, which runs off propane. When the generator is off and it's not plugged into electrical, and the RV is not running, it runs to keep the things cool. It uses propane to keep the refrigerator cool while the refrigerator is on. This is great when there's no power connected, so your food doesn't die. Doesn't get you don't lose anything in the fridge. Now again, it uses a little bit more propane from what I can gather in the fridge for this, but the idea is, you don't run it 24 hours on the propane. It's just mainly for those in-between times when you're not running off of the car, or in this case the camper van, or shore power or generator. Generator uses propane, but as far as I can tell, it doesn't use as much as the refrigerator keeps things cool, because for what I can tell, it requires more energy to cool the refrigerator. Anyway, so brings me back to the refrigerator. So when you're running the vehicle and the engine is on, it's supposed to be running off what they call the house battery. There's a car battery, which runs the electrical stuff for the car, and there's a house battery. The house battery is supposed to run the refrigerator, but I can't run the refrigerator the whole time. It needs a kick from the car battery to jump start the battery so they can run the refrigerator. So it's supposed to automatically switch everything over to do all this stuff. Now I know this is a bit it may sound a little bit long-winded, but basically it's all supposed to be happening behind the scenes, so I don't have to worry about pissy little stuff like this. So I only had the thing for about 5 days when I realized that it wasn't switching over to the battery while the car was driving. I'd be taking, I take the van to Publix, to Walmart, or whatever, when I was trying to stock up, trying to figure out what was going, basically trying to figure out how to live in the damn thing, and stuff like that. And I realized I wasn't switching over. So there's a manual switch where you can switch it over to the different power sources, and that's when I realized it wasn't switching over. So I said, oh, okay. No big deal. I bought a warranty for it, and when I bought the used vehicle, I bought a warranty to help me. I bought a used vehicle bought a warranty to help me maintain the vehicle, so that way I can hopefully work with it and keep it, in case something bad happens. I wasn't expecting it to happen 4 days out, though. But anyway. So call them up, say, hey, what's going on? What can I do to fix it on my own? They try to troubleshoot it over the phone. Of course, I am mechanically inept. They told me to pull fuses. I pulled fuses. I put the fuses back. Nothing changes. They told me to flip circuit breakers. Nothing changes. Turn everything off. Turn everything back on. Flip the house battery off. Flip the house battery on. Nothing changes when it does that stuff. Cut to, I take it to the place up in Tampa where the warranty people told me to take it to, and it turns out I don't really have to take it there because I found out there's a place in Pinellas that I can actually take it to, which was much closer to where I live, which is much more convenient to me, so I take it to them. They say we can take care of it, it's not a problem. Now it's over a month later, they still have it there at their place. Unfortunately, they had some unforeseen circumstances with some of their staff. Unfortunately, they had some staffing emergencies that was very unfortunate with them, and mine kind of fell through the cracks. Despite leaving messages, emails, calling them about once a week, somehow between all the different shuffling around, my stuff, even though things were moving forward, it wasn't moving forward through what I would consider a fast enough process. I mean, I'm understanding, but it's just frustrating. So at this particular point, right now, the refrigerator is old. So right now, at this particular point, it's been decided that the manufacturer says they can't replace the parts for the refrigerator to make it work correctly. It's too old. So now, at this particular point, they need to either cut their loss on the refrigerator or it's got to be replaced. It's probably not going to get replaced with a new refrigerator, is my guess. It's typical warranty stuff. I'm not worried about that. There's nothing much I can do about that. I really can't get too upset. I mean, I'm frustrated. I'm not happy. But yelling and screaming at people is not going to solve anything in this particular moment. It just isn't going to do it. No matter what you do, it's an unfortunate thing. If you get mad at this type of stuff and you lose a blood gasket over this stuff, it doesn't help me, doesn't resolve the situation. And no matter what I do, no matter whom I point a finger at any of this stuff, it doesn't mean I'm going to get this thing taken care of. However, the people I've spoken to who are now there, who are taken over at this particular point, they assured me that I will have my vehicle ready and I can pick it up at any time at this point. The fridge, unfortunately, is not fixed yet, but they said the vehicle, even nothing's wrong with it, I can pick up the vehicle and I can take it on whatever trip I want, and it's possible that I'll be able to get a portable unit of a fridge of some sort to take with me on whatever trip I decide to take with it. So I'm planning on a trip on the 20th with my son, and I'll be going on a trip like that. Still working on details with that, but that's where I'm going at now. So unless things change, that's what I'll be doing. So yeah, that's the update on the RV. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about my son visiting on the 20th, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And that's going to be, one of those things. I'm excited about a lot of things that are coming up, and it's going to be hopefully moving forward. It's been one thing after another of me trying to get an RV, between getting the financing together, getting everything put together, trying to move forward, trying to figure out how I'm going to pay for all this stuff. So yeah, it's all these little things like that. So yeah, it's just trying to dot T's, cross I's, and make sure things are, followed through as far as that goes. The biggest takeaway I can take from all this stuff is that no matter what I do, with all the little mistakes that I did along the way and things that I keep running into that, you can feel like they could set you back, the things I keep learning from all this stuff is that none of this stuff is world ending. None of this stuff is really the end, like I said, world ending or life threatening. These are just little setbacks. These are not things for me to have a cow over. Now, if somebody had been deliberately malicious, which no one has in any step of the way, or gross incompetence, which I really can't find anything, then I might see something else. if I felt like somebody was deliberately trying to take advantage of me, or if I find out somebody is, then that would be totally different. And I don't really see that. I just see as an unfortunate series of circumstances that have come along my way. I just really hope that this is the last of it. I'm over it at this point. So hopefully there won't be any more, you know. So the story is I'm going to be hopefully picking up the RV. I'll get an update hopefully this week, hopefully by Monday or Tuesday, about the status of getting a replacement fridge. And because they're trying to get a hold of the warranty people to say, hey, look, there's no parts for this thing. What are we going to do about this? We sold this to them in good faith. We sold them this warranty. This is now your ball. What are you guys going to do? So at this point, we got to get the warranty people to basically say, well, we'll just have to get a replacement fridge because there's no parts for it, you know. So, you know, fridges ain't cheap on these things. So that's one thing. You know, you can't just go to Home Depot, pick up a fridge, stick it. Now, if I wasn't traveling with it, I could probably put a regular fridge in there. I'm not an electrician / any kind of whatever kind of guy, you know. So, I have no idea even how to remotely get any of that type of stuff done in that thing. But once that's taken care of, then I can do a little bit more things. I've talked to a few people online a couple of weeks ago about making some upgrades and doing some home do-it-yourself projects on that thing. But once I get it back, then I'll start looking at it. My son will be down, like I said, on the 20th, and we plan to do a couple of trips, and he's got some electrical skills, and maybe he can help me make sure I'm not gonna electrocute myself when I make some modifications, hopefully. Let's see what else. That's really about it. I've been having a good time, you know, taking around some pictures and stuff. You probably saw some on Facebook and stuff like that. So if you guys follow along on that, or on my Dono or Instagram. Oh, speaking of that, somebody decided that they thought for some reason my Facebook and Instagram account was going to be somehow desirable. I have no idea why. It's not like I have a plethora of followers. So I signed up for the verified. So that's why you might notice I have a blue verified symbol now. Hopefully that'll deter them from trying to do stuff. Well, there's another expense right there. I don't know if I'll keep it up, but at least I'm hoping it'll deter somebody from trying to go, hey, is this Facebook thing on? Can I have it? I'm like, no, it's mine. You can't have it. So. I tell you, man, I don't know what I have no idea why somebody wants my face. Look, if you're really that desperate for my piddly thing, that is just, you must be desperate. That's all I'm saying, man. There ain't nothing there that's that crazy about it. I mean, I like me. Don't get me wrong. I think I'm cool, but that's about it. Anyway, that's all the things I got to say now. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for supporting me. I really appreciate it. Hopefully, I can do a video tour after I get the RV back. I can do a little spring cleaning on it, and then because I didn't really get a chance to clean up after I dropped it off. I mean, I just literally dropped it off after I've been using it, so it's not like trashed or anything. But you know, I just want to do a little spit polish before the sun gets down. So I gotta put some propane in it too. But then I want to take it out for a bit and see what I am. Like I said, clean it up a bit. Other than that, that's about it. If you got any other, like I said, follow me along on my Facebook at Dono and at Instagram at Dono. For those of you who don't know, recognize I'm in the studio here at Johnson Photo. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks very much, guys. Hope you guys have a great day, and check you out later.